just absolutely hope not. Yeah.
Okay. Testing. Hello, everyone. Cobra, can you just let me know if you can hear me fine? Okay, Cobra can hear me. Okay. Hi. Wow, that was weird. Like, everything froze. My mouse didn't work. Control-Alt-Delete didn't work. Like, nothing worked. It was like, I had to actually stand up and turn my, like, hard restart my computer. So, yeah, don't feel great about that. But, let's see how much of the file recovered or saved. Or, God, I hope it didn't get corrupted. I'll cry.
Hopefully it didn't. Also, I do apologize to my chat if the music's way too soft, but I want to make sure you guys can hear Aqua, my co-streamer here, since it's just us two. The Aqua Rainy Comedy Hour, as it were.
So... shouldn't a recovery file just pop up automatically when I open Photoshop?
Sometimes. Depends on the version you're running.
2020.
Then it should be.
Yeah, it hasn't. Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
Okay. Whew.
Whew. Because I had like half inked the other one, and that's what it was showing in the preview, and I was like, please. I panicked in case you didn't notice. I see there's a message from you on the Discord. I haven't looked at it yet, though. Stream dead and Lumia isn't working. Lumia should be working now. Everything's connected.
Okay.
That was so wild. I have not had that happen.
Well, let's hope it doesn't happen again.
Look! Hey! Listen!
Let's just hope.
Yeah. Oh, wait, where am I? Yeah, this is fine.
Also, as much as I love my drawing glove, it's somehow still weirdly too large for me.
Oh, really?
Also, it makes my hand really sweaty. I also I have baby hands, though. Like, for context, Aqua, I am a 4'10.5" human being, and I have been this height since high school.
You're an adorable halfling.
I am.
IRL.
Yep. I've also had many Hobbit jokes thrown my way, which I take with great stride.
It's weird how,
nothing's
like,
better than a Hobbit.
I mean, straight up. Hobbits got it right. You know what I mean? Hobbits said no to capitalism. Like, our whole capitalism rant earlier, Hobbits were like, nope, not for me. I'm gonna garden and make good food and live in the Shire.
Okay, so without the lines, or without the sketch, the lines don't look, for the cleaner pencil, as it were, doesn't look that bad. Low-key. I'm actually kind of proud of it.
Okay, wait. Sorry. I threw the text on the card and it looks so freaking good.
Oh, hold on, wait, show.
Oh.
Our group chat.
Group chat.
I'm coming.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Wait, can I show it on stream or are you saving it?
Absolutely. No, go for it.
Y'all, look at this.
I'm so happy.
It's perfect. The, like, textured aqua, like, netting almost to style around the light is so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so crunchy.
So crunchy.
I love it.
It came out, like, when I threw the text on it, I was like, holy shit, this actually looks like a legitimate Valentine's.
Y'all could get in on this if you haven't donated yet. You could get one of these cards.
Come on, let's let us, like, 1,000. 1,000 would be pretty cool to break. Not lying.
Awesome.
This
Just
could be
saying.
you. This could be you.
But also now Rainy feels bad about, like, maybe trying to pressure people into donating. So, and then those are
Take
totally
any
Rainey's
pressure with a
reminder.
grain of salt and know that we do not mean it sincerely. It would just be cool. That's all. And you know what? We're going to get there.
We're gonna.
We will. I mean,
So
this is our first group stream, and all of us individually are streaming ourselves outside of the group streams.
Yep, exactly.
But like this is like
I'm
our
literally
first day of
streaming. I'm literally
team
streaming. I streamed yesterday. I streamed today. I streamed tomorrow. I'm streaming Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Like I'm streaming. This is like the last 2 weeks has been quite stream heavy because we streamed art on Saturday too last week.
Oh yeah. So you've been at it.
I've been at it. Yeah. But I'm used to it because when I did Thankmas, I also did I streamed straight for a week. Like I did like Monday all the way to Saturday, and I did a 12-hour stream on the Saturday because I call it the Thankmas Week of Giving. And we hit our $1,000 goal, and I dyed my hair green.
Hell yeah. Right, I'm just throwing like a don't copy this thing so that I can share it, but like not.
Yeah, get that low res version.
That
For
low
God's
res
sakes,
watermark
run it-
all over the place.
Run it through glaze. Fucking.
Yup. Just absolutely, unfortunately, destroying like some of the aesthetic aspects to it, but I would rather be safe rather than sorry.
Yeah.
Also, if it does get scraped for whatever reason, that watermark will also be a part of it, so it's going to pollute it even more anyway.
Yeah. Because I'd also like to show the Discord of Arts and Crafts people.
Yeah.
Be like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, I did not join into that Discord, unfortunately, because it's just I have too many Discords.
No, that's so fair.
I kind of feel the same way. I had to call recently because I was like, I'm not active in so many of these. Like, I'm struggling to keep up with my own Discord, let alone.
The problem is a lot of my Discords are my art friends.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can't. Okay, enough messing with the line work. Rainy, you have to color.
For real, I'm heading out this time.
Alright, bye, Midge.
Do it. Okay, bye. See you on Monday.
I'm thinking bright cotton candy pink hair.
I love it.
I'm trying not to go too close to Breeze Druid.
Hmm.
And I think that one actually had bright pink hair. Buckets. I can say this. Bright pink eyes, but that teal hair, because I like the idea of using a teal. I mean, it's... But no. Tazzy did teal for her hair.
I mean, it's supposed to be a set. Having similar colors isn't, like...
Yeah, even if they're in
terrible.
the same places, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
And it would be better than doing white hair, because that way it doesn't get confused for Midge's card.
Hmm.
You know, at a first glance.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Oh, I got it. I got it. We'll do my very favorite color, which is purple.
Purple. That's my favorite color too. Usually my hair's purple, but because I went green at Christmas, I decided to add blue to it next. Yeah, the purple would have made it kind of muddy,
Yeah,
going
it
right over the
would.
green. So I'll probably do purple next and fade into the blue-green.
Yeah, doing the purple over when it's more like a bluish green will make it look
Yeah.
so much better than going with that straight green.
Well, and I'll probably keep the blue-green at the end, so I'll do the purple on the roots and slowly kind of fade it in.
Yeah, work it through. That'll be really cool, like mermaid hair.
Yeah, that's my goal. I love my mermaid hair. I've had colorful hair for like, what year did I do it? It's probably been 7 years at this point. It was 2017.
Yeah, I wish I could have color. Ooh.
Are you not
Yeah,
allowed to for your job?
Nope. I mean, if I was in a different department, probably, but most likely not.
That sucks.
Well, I am technically considered a customer-facing job, and also I don't want to dye my hair because now I have like, so in the United States, certain states will have, for state-ran casinos and everything, they have to have a commission on gaming first of all.
Yes.
And the commission on gaming, depending on your state, essentially it issues gaming license for people that work in gambling, in casinos, and
Yeah,
all
it's
that,
like getting
for
your
dealers.
server's license for people who work in bars and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, but we don't have that for like bartenders out here.
Okay.
But still, so I had to, and with this license, you know, obviously it's a official photograph document, so you have to have a photo. So I don't feel comfortable like in regards to my driver's license, I would not care too much, but since this isn't an official, like another official like government document kind of thing, or state government document thing that I have to have on me at any given point in time in case the gaming commission comes through the building.
Right.
Well, and besides that, I'm required legally by the legality or the. Sorry, my brain is a little bit mush mouth. I started a brand new antidepressant medication on Wednesday, and it's been kicking my ass.
I hear you. No worries. I'm following you. Basically, you want to make sure that the picture on the gaming
Yeah, my
license
hair
one.
matches the picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I won't even get a haircut until I'm certain that either I'm going to get the haircut before renewals or after I leave the job. And I'm actively looking to leave the job I'm at because I've been there for almost like coming up on 3 years in June.
Okay.
Like June, July. And they've kept me at the same wage they hired me at, which is $17 an hour, which is not quite paycheck to paycheck yet because I'm in the state of South Dakota, so we don't declare personal income. And I'm thankfully in affordable enough housing for myself.
That's good, at least. But still. But to be there for 3 years and not see any increase in wage is
and also
demoralizing to say the least.
Oh yeah, especially since they expect me to do the work of pretty much another person on top of what I'm doing.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And I will admit, I'm not the most stellar worker, and this is my very first job that I've had since... Okay, D, I'll hydrate.
I'm a sleepy bean who might be getting sick. Oh, Cobra, don't get sick again.
Oh no, Cobra!
But if you fall asleep, it's okay. Rest yourself.
Yeah, we're up pretty late.
Yeah, I usually stream on Fridays. I stream 8 till midnight, usually.
Yee.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've only been streaming for 14 minutes, says Streamlabs OBS.
Who knows? But yeah, it's just, I'm looking to leave. I mean, granted, as I said, I'm not going to make the case for myself like, oh, well, I'm the best employee. I'm not the best employee they've had in that position. I will own up to it. My work ethic...
need to be. Like, honestly.
For $17 an hour, I do not need to be stretching myself super thin.
That's what I'm saying. Hi, Molly. Hi, David. You're back, are you?
Hi, Molly. Speaking about Molly... As a name, I should say that. That sounds like I was talking about the
where's this going?
So I play a character named Molly in the Neon Lights roleplay, on Neon Lights Roleplay in a game called Bite Marks, and our actual play is titled Bite Marks Lunar Pulse. Bite Marks is a PBTA werewolf game, and it's been a lot of fun.
Sounds fun.
I know. So if you're ever interested in seeing like some of the stuff I do, because obviously if you know, I'm a giant TTRPG nerd, and I do show up in a lot of used to show up on a lot of game streams, but now my home has most likely and most always will be from here on out, unless something happens, will be Neon Lights. I was also in their limited series in October for the Lancer TTRPG, which is a mech TTRPG called Minerva Exodus, and all of the VODs, if you have the time, are up on YouTube if you need something to listen to while you're drawing.
Fun. All right, can I rec back, because I am part of a live play TTRPG podcast called the Diecast Podcast. I'm a reoccurring cast member. I play Elsbeth, the half elf bard, who's quite naive but having lots of fun on her adventures. And we did a live show at Fan Expo last year. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I joined the cast a couple of years ago, and
That's so cool.
It was very fun. The live show was amazing because we really weren't expecting much. It was like they gave us like the last slot on Sunday, and I was like, people are going to be leaving, like, and we didn't care. We were just like, yeah, let's get together and roll some dice. It'll be fun. And then like there was a crowd, and they like wanted pictures with us afterwards and stuff. And I was like, this is so cool.
That's so cool.
And like I've been tabling at conventions for 10 years at this point. You know what I mean? So like it was just such a fun time.
Yeah, all right. I'll give a chance to look them up. They're on Spotify, right?
Yep, Diecast Podcasts.
Cool. I will look them up.
I'm part of the Tales from Troll Skull crew. That's our
Tales for Troll Skull.
It's like a mini-sodes between the main campaigns, so it kind of tells its own story and has its own like cast of characters. So you can you don't have to like start from the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I will happily listen to that, especially since you're in it. Thank you for, first of all, letting me just roll into that rec. I forgot to ask.
No, it's all good. We're talking about TTRPGs, so.
Yeah. Oh, and Neon Lights is doing, if you want to watch some of the stuff that they do, for Black History Month, actually, they're doing speaking about Lancer, they're doing a Lancer one-shot ran by Foxy, actually. And it's an all-black cast of
fabulous.
Varying, yeah, it's so great. It's called Albatross Gold, and it's going to be happening next Thursday, the 15th. So, time frame, I don't remember, and I heavily apologize to my friends from Neon Lights that are probably watching and listening and hearing me butcher this entire pitch. Anyways, Foxy is an amazing game runner, and has, like, Foxy was my game runner for the Minerva Exodus game, and our game runner for Bite Marks is a wonderful artist by the name of Al Lucart. I'll throw you their stuff later. But,
yeah.
You know, kind of would like to just send my love out to, and just get my friends to, you know, kind of know and get to understand some of my other friends and know what I do.
Absolutely. Well, we're obviously all TTRPG nerds, so it's
yeah.
fun to share our love of it. Sorry, Captain, you redeemed a treat for Molly, so I just gave it to her there.
That's
I don't
okay.
have cat cam up because everything died, so I had to kind of I'm trying not to overwhelm anything just in case it happens again. Yeah,
That
you're
is
right,
fair.
Captain. I should have a diecast command. I'm gonna put it in my list of things to do for stream. But that is the link there in my chat. Oh, I didn't pin. I should pin the charity thing.
Oh, I forgot to pin the charity thing too. How do you do that from Streamlabs, I wonder? Oh. Haha.
There we go. I don't know if I want to line this part. I feel like that should be done in color. Better. I'll just leave this.
Captain is right. Cobra did suggest it first with your diecast.
Oh,
command.
yes. Sorry.
Oh, and it's still not being made.
Yes. My bad.
It's okay. It's not like I'm just staring at your chat creepily from the corner.
You're more than welcome.
I am the corner gremlin!
I thought you were going to sleep, Cobra. That's why I thought it was Cap.
Okay. Go sleep. Do not make me tell you twice.
All right, where am I here?
Still don't know what to color their skin.
Why did I think there was a heart-shaped tool, but there isn't? You love this song? It's good. It's a good song. Virtual Mozart. I'll add it to the list, shall I? My liked songs. There you go. The lo-fi channel's been good tonight. We'll see how the muted VODs go because Pretzel's been ticking me off lately.
Aw.
Ugh, it's just been brutal. It used to be like once every couple weeks I'd maybe get a mute and I could dispute it and it would be fine. Because I pay for
Yeah.
Pretzel. Like I have a pro account, so and then lately it's been like every stream there's been at least 1 or 2 songs muted and I'm just like, what am I paying for?
Exactly.
It's
I
frustrating.
just pulled up no copyright sounds on my end here, so from YouTube.
Yeah.
Right now it's a lot of dubstep electronic, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, with my art streams, I kind of try and keep it chill or lo-fi style. Actually, I'm gonna switch it up because well, Pretzel is supposed to be licensed. That's actually, it's not that it's not copyright music, it's that they have purchased the license, and so when I pay for these stations, I'm buying into that license. So that's why with the muted VODs, I can go in and contest it and say I actually do have the rights to use it. Like I am licensed to use it, and they do, to their credit, they do unmute it. But the problem is with Twitch, if you have too many VODs flagged and muted within a certain amount of time, it'll auto hide all your VODs. It'll like basically shut it down and you have to go in and like manually unhide, like activate them again, because they're basically trying to protect you from getting a DCM takedown. Because if you get 3 of those, your channel gets deleted, right? So a mute is not a DMCA strike, but it's their way of like sort of warning you, like, hey, we think this might be copyrighted music, so we've pre-muted it so that you don't get a DCMA strike. I keep saying it the wrong way. But what's the problem is they're muting songs that I do have the license for because I've paid Pretzel for it and Pretzel has paid the artist for it. But what happens, or how it's been explained to me, is that the artist doesn't let Twitch know that Pretzel has the license for it. So they'll run the copyright strike on it. It's like the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing kind of thing, which has always been the problem with Twitch and music. Hey, Joop Joop! Oh my goodness, how are you? Oh, it's so good to see you. How have you been?
All right, looks like we're just gonna have to go to Spotify for Harris Heller Spring Beach. Oh, hold on, 5 seconds. I mean, my Twitch chat's fine. They're just there,
We're vibing.
existing. They're existing somewhere.
Joop Joops, how's your Friday? I thought I might see you last night at the book launch. There were so many Toronto comics people there. It was so nice to get to see everybody outside of a convention. You colored your hair with Bi Pride colors? That's amazing.
Hey yo!
It's so fun having magic hair, isn't it?
Bye pride, bye pride. Ooh,
That's what I had
yeah.
last year. Well, so what happened is after the pandemic, my roots were so long that I went to the salon and cut my hair and dyed all of it blonde. And then I had my chat vote on what colors they wanted. And it was evenly split between purple, blue, and pink. So I was like, great, I'll do all 3. And so that was my hair right up until I dyed it green for charity back in December.
Me. Bye pride, bye pride.
Oh, just
Alright, I think
IBD, baby.
IBD.
All right, let me see.
I'm a little scared about this
Oh
big
my
party.
god, it looks so cute. I'm not going to share this on
Yeah.
stream.
Yes, you can share it on
Ugh.
stream. There, is it zoomed out enough for him? Oh, whoops.
Fabulous.
I thought you were talking to me.
No. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I was talking to Joop Joop because they were showing me their hair. Did a makeover and a photo shoot. Oh, that's so nice. I'm glad you're treating yourself.
Not bad.
No, all good, hon. All good. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry.
No, not at all. I will show your art on stream right now because it's looking awesome. Purple hair.
Let me get it all zoomed out so they can see the little hair
Yeah.
swirly.
It's so gorgeous. It's so cute. So it's gonna be you hunter marked my heart. Is that hunter's mark?
You've
Yeah.
hunter marked. You've hunter's marked my heart, Valentine.
Yeah. So a $1
Ranger
donation
Captain.
gets you a random Valentine's Day card designed by one of the 8 artists on our team. A $2 donation means you get to choose whatever card you like. A $5 donation gets you 2 cards of your choice. A $10 donation gets you 5 cards of your choice. A $20 donation gets you 10 cards of your choice. And a $30 donation gets you all 14 cards designed by the 8 artists involved in our team, raising money for Gamers Outreach. Been up since 5. You want to say hi? Aw, absolutely. Please go take care of yourself, Jujube. I'm so glad you had a like spa, nice, like treat yourself day. Oh, thank you. Take care of yourself, hon. Okay. Thanks for popping in. I really appreciate it. What are some of the other designs? I can show you a little bit. Here's let's see here. Here's Midges. Is that showing up?
Yeah.
Yes. So
It
Midge
is.
had the warlocks. So they did your being your Valentine would be an Eldritch Blast, which cracks me up. Let's just zoom this out a little bit. The lighting on it is so fantastic.
And some of these have not been completed because a lot of the artists are actually going to be doing the Monday group stream. And some of them are waiting until that stream to actually like do their card start to finish, because some of them, like this artist right here, are ridiculously fast.
This is
They're
Ike. So
Sonic.
Ike did this like in this stream. So he's saving his other card for the Monday stream, which is going to be a group stream, which I will also be taking part in. Bree finished this one today of her druid, which is so cute. And then she started this one of her paladin. So that's the work in progress of that one. Tazzy has their say, or sorcerer? Or cleric?
Cleric.
Cleric, yes. So cute. I love the design.
And Tazzy still has to resize and put the text around, but that's what Tazzy did for the character, though.
Yes, exactly. And then mine, I finished inking. Here, I'll zoom out here so y'all can see. Hello? There we go. So I had fighter. So we get rid of all this. So we had this one, and it's gonna say your Valentine, your love gives me a second wind, because that's a special ability that fighters have. And then this one is going to say, Valentine, you're the champion of my heart.
So cute. Also, can I just say that I love how, at least for all of us here in like this first stream, without even fully like having time to connect about what we want to do with our designs, we all agreed that somewhere, somehow, there has to be at least more than one heart in there, and it has to be like some way part of their like.
It's very true, right? We all incorporated like some sort of heart design, or multiple. I mean, it is staple for Valentine's, but I do love that like we really none of us did like a planning thing other than I choose this class, like, and then we all went to town and we all had similar vibes. It's so good. I mean, that's on Midge, because Midge like curated the team and knew that we would all be like a good complementary to each other in that way, I think.
Yeah. Alright, time to go pick my flesh cube.
These are also incredible, says Captain.
Aww,
yeah, they're only gonna get
Cabin.
better. It's like, and we're gonna be streaming on Monday too. I'll be throwing some color on these.
Yeah, because we've got Poe streaming on the Monday crew. Obviously Midge again, Ike again. I don't know about Bree. I know you were, because you just straight up said you were. I don't think I can, because unfortunately the Monday stream is right in the smack dab middle of my entire workday. So, because I live in Mountain Time, so walk that back 2 hours from the Eastern time frame, and I can't.
Well, I think we tried to do like, I'm on Eastern, so it's like we tried to do like an evening stream and then an afternoon stream, so that there were at least 2 different times. But I mean, sometimes
because the afternoon stream is more friendly for our Aussie,
our Aussies,
people.
Yeah.
I don't know if Tazzy is going to be a part of that one. I think Tazzy might be a part of that one.
I think so. I don't know. Midge has everybody's schedule and commitments and whatnot.
Well, I mean, we could also just check in our group chat too. But
I'm lazy. Guess what? If you show up on Monday, you get to find out who's going to be there.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll skip work for it.
Do it.
I mean, I could just work on Sunday.
I will never not encourage people to not go to work.
Listen,
time on Monday. Okay, I will check the Discord for the time. Time on Monday is, oh God, where is it?
Let me see. It's actually in my announcement post, because I just kind of copy pasted what Midge did when Midge made
smart.
the very first one. The 11 a.m. PST, so that's 11.
I'm 3 hours for Eastern.
So it would be 1 p.m. PST, or Eastern.
It starts at 10 a.m.?
No, it starts at 11 a.m.
So then it's 2 p.m.
PST.
my time.
2 p.m. Sorry, I brain.
No, all good. It's more so I know. So it'll be during my usual like afternoon stream time, but it'll be Monday, which will kind of be a bonus stream time for me. So normally I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday nights. And I'm also streaming tomorrow night. I'll be on streaming some Minecraft with Lofi and crew. I'm currently working on building a this feels loud. Why is it so loud? Currently working on building a automatic sugarcane and kelp and bamboo farm. I already built my zombie XP farm. I've got my iron farm going. And then I'm going to build my library for trading. Save my stuff. I'm worried that's what made it crash last time, but let's try it out, shall we? Oh, it saved fine. I don't know what happened. That's so weird.
Great, I have my flesh cubes picked.
And a hydrate. Cheers, Captain.
Cheers. So I've picked the flesh cubes from Pupsicle on what is now X, but formerly was Twitter, and I will call it Twitter until the day
I will forever
choke.
call it Twitter. I will never not call it Twitter.
I also I have taken it to calling it the Dead Bird website because...
Oh, I kind of like that too. But for me, it's about spite.
Oh, it so is. So I'm thinking... I don't know if you have time to like weigh in on this decision, but I'm thinking because of the purple hair, I kind of want to do a darker skin tone. I've never drawn a character with darker skin tone right now, and I just want to kind of do that because I feel like we should.
Yeah, that's actually what this character is going to have, a darker skin tone.
Yeah. And also, I set a goal for myself that one of my characters, or if I did 2 ranger cards, one of them had to be at least a darker skin tone.
I love the like lavender hair with like a like cooler, darker skin tone.
Yeah. So I'm thinking
like I think the cooler brown,
cute?
like to the far. Well, me looking at it to the far right.
Okay, so this one right here.
I think
Or
so. I'm in an
down.
ad right now in your thing, so I can only see
Oh,
on
I'm
the
so
tiny
sorry.
screen. Yes, there. Yeah, down. Yes, that one. That's exactly what I was
The
imagining.
one my cursor is
Correct.
paused on.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Right, so I'm
That's a great reference, by the way, with all the skin tones.
I know, right? It's a flesh cube.
Flesh cube.
I'll throw you the link later in DMs.
Yeah, that'd be great. Also, you lost the layer with the stripes in the middle. I actually erased it, Captain, because I decided I wanted to do that with color. I don't want it to be lines. Now I'm just imagining the Twitter logo as an upside down bird, and the X is its eyeball. That's the X.
Somebody has done that.
I'm sure they have. They must
like,
have.
Yeah. So I'm presuming because I haven't used flesh cubes, but I'm presuming that the top is actually where I want for my face. The side is your highlight, and the other side is your shadow.
Looks about right to me.
I was going to have a practice run and do a oh, this character is giving me some slight Himamiya from Revolutionary
Yeah, from
Road.
Utena.
Yeah, I actually just started watching Utena. I'm still on episode 2.
Oh
but
my god. You gotta watch the movie, man. The movie is an absolute trip.
I've been told that I need to watch all 39 episodes before I watch Utena, like the movie, because it's
Yes, you should.
spoil the series.
It is, yeah. The movie is like an abridged version of the entire series. Which I didn't know that. So that movie, when I first saw that movie, it was like one of my first times going to Fan Expo before it was Fan Expo here in Toronto. It used to be called Anime North. And we have an old,
about that.
we have an old cinema called Blur Cinema, and so they would show an anime double feature at Blur Cinema for Anime North. So one year I went, and it was the Escaflowne movie and Revolutionary Girl Utena, and I had never seen either of the series. And I was so in love. The soundtracks and the it was so great. So they have a very special place in my heart, for sure.
I don't think I'm gonna go too heavy into like rendering here, because I've been playing around with like a much more like a colored pencil, like kind of one pass and done flat style, but that's just because I haven't had a whole lot of time to devote to art. But I think I'm gonna go a little more watercolory in this, I think.
Right.
But yeah, no, going back to Utena, I kind of just started watching it because like I've been meaning to want to watch it, but what really kickstarted me into watching it is somebody made an AMV to it, to the song Life on Land by Dessa. And that song is beautiful.
Oh.
And it just finally kickstarted me into watching it. So I'll send you that one link too after stream.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
I owe you so many links already.
Make a list.
Make a list. You know what, Aqua, this is like the first, because I know we've been like made acquainted like in Bree's stream, but like this is the first time we've had a chance to like talk and art together.
It's true. I know. It's kind of nice. I love that like so much of Twitch has introduced me to so many new artists. It's like I just love being part of the community, you know what I mean?
Yeah, same.
You haven't seen either of these either? Captain, add them to your list, honestly. They're so classic. Like 90s. Oh man. Ethan is such a trip.
Alright, so if I am doing this darker skinned character, I gotta make sure I also get the palm color in. Oh, that's gonna be a little bit of a trick with how the hand is placed, but I think I can get it. Like, the one hand probably won't be. No, you might. You might just see smidges, like the edges with how I have the hands. But I should still endeavor to make sure I get the palm color in.
Mm-hmm.
Rangers are smart and cover their arms.
Yepers. Don't want to get that
Strength up is awful.
Oh, it's terrible. I played for a while. I don't know if it's still in Toronto, but we had like an archery tag place.
Really?
And I went with a bunch of friends, and they're real bows, but the arrows have like giant like puffed marshmallows on the end of them, basically. But they still give a good slap. It's like paintball style thing, so you have to wear like, you know, protection, eye protection, and stuff like that. But oh my god, we had a blast. But the first thing they do is train you how to use the bow, and they warn you right away. They're like, if you don't use it properly, you are going to end up with welts. But because, I mean, y'all know my combat style when I'm playing a video game where I just panic and mash buttons. Well, I kind of did that with my bow as well, where I was just like running around, and the welts that I had on my arm were unbelievable. It's a real deal thing. It's no joke.
Ugh. I feel so bad for you for that.
But damn, I looked cool, and my aim was pretty darn good. So considering I hadn't done it since like summer camp.
That is fair. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. Let me just zoom out a bit. I'm trying to decide which would be like, because the palm color usually is kind of rough. This is why I should have done that practice run first.
Sorry, I don't have I have your chat up. I don't
okay.
have your stream up, so I just have to pop in and check. And then remember which window I have this part of. Oh, there we go. She has a really sweet smile.
I know,
I love how you've drawn her
I can't wait to
expression.
get her lipstick. Let me think. I'm just struggling with... Alright. Let's not be a dummy. Let's look up some resources.
Another BG3 party idea. I have rangers multi-classing as druids. They can summon bears, and each summoned bear can also summon a bear, and then they wild shape into a bear. I'll call it Bear Force 1. Just an army of bears.
Okay, so I actually wasn't far off with kind of considering using that highlight color on the cube I pulled the skin tone from as the palm color.
Yeah.
Alright. That makes sense, because the palms would be a little bit lighter.
Yep. Bear Force 1.
Oh yeah, I think that made the touch. Oh, I can't wait to go in and give her lipstick though. And I'm gonna give her like cute little eyeshadow, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, her skin color is just gonna look so lovely with the pastels I have in mind. Ah! I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Alright. I have so much to go. Let's do her eyes next. I'm thinking that
All the bears.
oh, a two-toned iris would look so cool with the pink and the teal.
Ooh.
And then I can sneak the pink and the teal in like the rest of her outfit. Yeah, I like that idea. Hi, Bobicus. How it do? We are doing art. So I'm a part of a charity stream right now for Arts and Crafts Valentine cards, and I am part of the Critical Hearts team. We are a entire grouping of 8 wonderful artists working on D&D themed Valentine's cards for the Arts and Crafts charity stream ran by Gamers Outreach. And Gamers Outreach is a organization that is endeavoring to put mobile game cards in hospitals for children. My card's gonna say, this card right here is going to say, you've hunters marked my heart, Valentine, because I chose the Ranger class. All of us are doing D&D classes, all 14. Some artists are doing 2 separate classes per card, and other artists like myself and Aqua over here, my stream friend,
Hello.
have chosen one class.
Yeah, I'm doing 1 class and I'm making 2 cards.
Yes.
So a $1 donation gets you a random card. A $2 donation gets you a card of your choice. A $5 donation gets you 2 cards of your choice. A $10 donation gets you 5 cards of your choice. And a $20 donation gets you 10 cards of your choice. And a $30 donation gets you the complete set. 14 cards. And today was the first like group stream, and we are already nearly at 1,000.
Yeah,
which is
75
amazing.
We're $75 away from 1,000, and as I've been telling, oh, okay, so you understood. Oh, second streamer is very quiet. I will turn
I'm
Aqua down
sorry.
up on my end. No, it's okay. I probably should turn you up on my end anyways, because reasons. I think I still have you soft. I automatically keep people soft.
Yeah, that's important. It's better to be a little quieter than too loud. I was kind of talking lower though, so I'll try and endeavor.
It's okay. It's getting late, especially on your end, because it's almost midnight for you.
Yes, I am getting close.
So
I'm just trying to think of D&D Valentine puns now. There's so many.
There are so many, especially when you go class specific.
Yeah.
And you go into like subclasses. So Bobicus, as Aqua said, $1 gets you 1 random card. $2 is a card of your choice.
Yep.
$5 gets you 2 cards of your choice. $30 gets you all 14. Ooh. I need to memorize this for myself in case I stream on my own this weekend.
So $5 gets you 2, $10 gets you 5, $20 gets you 10, $30 gets you the whole set. All 14
there we go.
cards.
I blanked on the 20.
All good.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
What if I just spend $14 and get really, really lucky?
I mean,
Bobicus.
test your luck, friend.
Feel free. I mean, you could also just get 14 copies of the same card.
Of the same
'Cause it
card.
is
Could
random.
you imagine? Someone in my stream pointed out that you could spend the $20 tier and get 10 cards, and the $10 tier and get 5 cards, and then you would spend $30 and get 15 cards instead of spending $30 and getting 14 cards. So you get an extra card, but it would be a double of one of them. But whatever way you want to do it, it's all going to a very good cause.
Yeah, we're not keeping... 13 copies of the same card would be ideal. Yeah, Bobicus, if you want to do that, you can. Or, you could spend that 14 and, do...
There's some really good designs, so I don't know if I'd want one of each. That would be my choice. Because there are just so many good designs already, and we're not even done. We're having another stream on Monday where everybody's going to design. There's going to be more artists, more cards.
It's going to be fantastic. Also, there potentially might be a race to the finish between two artists.
Between two very fast artists. And I might open up a donation tier, if I finish these cards on Monday, I'll probably open up a donation tier where you get a sketch. A quick sketch on stream on Wednesday, or maybe I'll do it on the last day on Thursday to see if we can push and hit some goals.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I might consider doing that too, especially with probably doing my own streams, especially since I'll be missing the group stream time on Monday, but I might still stream on Monday.
Right, yeah. Or you don't go to work.
I mean, I could just go in on Sunday, take that Monday off, and then go into work Tuesday. But if I don't communicate that ahead of time, and I've got a deadline actually on Monday that I gotta make sure I meet. So
right, I hear you. Captain's laughing.
Thanks, Captain.
You know me. Always telling people to work less.
If I could just make this full-time art streaming actually work, but I'd have to figure out the tax stuff.
That's the dream, man.
I don't have the brain space for that.
I'll be honest though, I have a government job. I work for Canada Post. It's unionized. It's the benefits are good. It's got a pension. So to me, I'm in my job until I retire, unless I were to really blow up, which doesn't seem likely at this point, and I'm okay with that. But basically, it pays for me to be able to do art as much as I can and travel to conventions and not sort of have to worry about it being my sole income. I wish I could do it more, and I wish I could do it full time, but at the same time, I do have a pretty good setup. Especially because I have a family to support too, so.
Yes, that's true. And you've got kids.
Yeah, exactly.
It is much better to keep that stable job. And who knows, maybe this will be your retirement job after.
Well, that's exactly it, right? And I could take an early retirement and we could sell our house once the kids are older and move somewhere where it's a little bit cheaper, out to the East Coast or something, and then I could do art full time and travel and stuff like that. So that's kind of the low-key plan, depending on how things work out.
Well, I hope you can get to that someday.
32-hour work week when? For real, Captain. I mean, technically I'm part-time, so I'm a 24-hour work week right now.
God. The 40-hour work week. A 32-hour work week would be perfect, because 32 is just enough for full-time, especially legally in the United States.
Yeah.
And it still gives you the 3-day weekend, And
Which
you're
is
not
like-
pushing people to try and do 10-hour days,
Yep.
which I know I can't do physically.
I work 1 8-hour day a week and it kills me. It's always Mondays and it absolutely just knocks everything out of me. And I don't know how people do it 5 days a week or more.
It's not mind-numbing. All right, D, I get it. No shrimp. All right, we're stretching out. Stretch out the bones.
Do it. I'll do it. Stretch and hydrate. Posture check and all those good things.
I love how D just like periodically comes in to like no shrimp check.
That's a good friend.
Pretty darn good.
I'm holding out for UBI though, genuinely. Especially like with AI doing as it's doing. Like, let it do the freaking menial jobs. Let us all be able to like create and go back to school and not hinge our survival on making other people money, on selling our labor for terrible prices.
Mm-hmm. Like, if we're gonna rely on AI, let it, as you said, do the menial jobs. That way people can have a chance to learn more skills and more trades.
And be innovative. Find solutions for climate crisis.
But unfortunately, it's being used in all the worst ways.
Ugh. I had this conversation yesterday at the book launch where I was just like, it's so fucking dystopian right now to be an artist. Like, because especially like this year, so many of my friends have not gotten into cons because the applications have gone off the chart. Chat, I'm sorry, did you just hear my stomach do that? That was my stomach. It just made the largest growl. Like, I have earphones in and I heard it. I apologize if that startled you.
Your noise gate.
That was wild.
Your noise gate. Said no.
But yeah, like so many of my friends have not gotten into cons that they regularly get into, and it like I can't help but wonder if it's because like a bulk of the applications are like AI
or people selling AI trying to pass it off as their own.
Yeah, thieves. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I will admit. Yeah, I will admit for my workplace, I have used some AI images from Adobe stock.
Look, it can be a tool. It can be, but it's just the way that it's been brought in and trained, and like that's the frustrating thing about it is like it could be used for good, but it's not.
Nope. And I will say, those were mostly food photos. So. But, I mean, I feel bad admitting to that, but it's just my director. Yeah, my general manager pointed it out, and the other one, I'm just lazy, and I chose one that looked really good, and I saw the AI tag. I was like,
well, I tried to look up leather armor yesterday on stream for these, like just for a reference, you know what I mean? And like there was not a Google image on the page that came up that was not AI. It was like extremely upsetting. But also, like, I get it. You're just trying to find something quick, and it's right there.
And yeah, again, it's Adobe stock AI. So, like, I'm gonna endeavor to try not use. Like, I try not to use AI, but especially now that I've used 2 of those things from Adobe stock, and it's just like, and I'm publicly admitting this. I apologize to all my fellow artists out there.
Yeah. It's hard.
I'm disappointed in myself too for taking the easy route for my job. But also, they pay me $17 an hour.
I was gonna say, I don't know about. I think you should take the easy route for a corporate entity. Like, you should.
They pay me $17 an hour.
Yeah.
They can afford to get laughed at for some weird AI quirk.
Yeah.
If it still brings people in.
I'm way more critical of a company that pays that amount than I am of someone in that position. using AI to make their job easier. Again, it's supposed to be used to make your job easier. It's not supposed to be used to replace artists and creatives and writers.
Yeah, because AI written scripts and books and fanfic and all of that can be easily found out.
I can't believe
like,
how horrifying it was to find out that like people were creating like how-to books and selling them on Amazon, and they just have absolute misinformation in them, like how to forage, like, and it had like recommendations for poisonous mushrooms and stuff like that. Like that is so upsetting.
I remember that.
Captain, you were saying, I saw the most incredible fan art on a wall scroll on Etsy. The person that was selling it on the scroll was definitely an art thief. I did a reverse Google image search and found the original artist on Twitter. Sadly, they were not selling prints. Not in a language I can understand anyways. Yeah. That's rough. But a lot of artists, like, don't sell their fan art. Like, it's just, they just make it and, you know. I mean, and Etsy has a lot of policies about fan art too. So the best thing you could do for that Etsy seller is just report it, because they'll either get it taken down or they'll get a strike on the account.
Also, a lot of companies do have, like, outside of Etsy having weird rules about fan art, a lot of companies are also really tricky about fan art. Like, Supergiant requests that you don't sell it on places like Redbubble or anything. Like, it has to be more of a direct to the person that you sell it to.
Yeah.
Not a Redbubble thing where it's a print on demand.
Not a print on demand kind of thing. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
speaking of prints, I did update my shop recently. So if you haven't been, !prints, you can check it out. All of the new stuff is there.
Yeah,
and
Captain,
if you're a member of my Discord, there's a special code that I have posted in the Discord.
Woohoo!
So
Discord
if you're not
code.
a member yet, !Discord. You can put that in the notes, and you will get this special super secret discount.
Yeah, Captain. I can't remember what their view on is, like, selling it through online, outside of, like, if you get it printed yourself. Even if you, like, you don't have to get it printed at home kind of thing, because I got my stuff through, like, a print service. However, I think it's just they don't want Redbubble resellers is all. Like, Supergiant's fan art policy is one of the best, clearest, and most concise policies that I've seen.
That's nice.
Looking
it's good
into
when
it.
they're clear about.
But I also could be misquoting it, because it's been a hot minute since I saw it, because they dropped that in like 2021, like right after or around when I graduated college.
Where'd you go to college?
My brain is soup. Oh yeah, Captain. Fan art policies, much like fanfic policies, are kind of an unwritten rule of the internet and corporations.
Yeah, it's this like unspoken agreement.
Like, there's a reason why if you see a lot of Disney stuff, the smart and correct people about it make it more stealth merch, because Disney is very notorious, much like Nintendo, for coming in, knocking down your door, and taking every last cent that you have. Just because you used one actual copyrighted thing of
Princess
theirs.
or Mickey's are very protective. They're not as like Star Wars and Marvel. They kind of let that go, but they're like original stuff. They'll get you know what I mean. They'll get really litigious about.
They will, because they believe that is their brand, and they're right,
extremely
honestly,
protective of it.
because
Yeah.
but they didn't protect Steamboat Mickey, because now it's free domain.
They let it go.
but it has to be Steamboat Willie. You can't do
Yeah.
any of the other modern Mickey. It
Yeah.
has to be that specific 1930s cartoon.
Character, yeah.
It's like Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh
Yep.
without
Blood
the
and
red
honey.
shirt. Yeah. Without the red shirt is public domain. With
also
the red
Canadian.
shirt. Oh, is he Canadian? That's so
Yeah,
cool.
it was invented by a Canadian.
That's right. Oh, that's so neat.
Mhm.
But the Disney version with the red shirt is still considered under copyright, I think, for
Yes.
a good handful of time.
Yeah, we have these commercials that used to run when I was younger called Canadian Heritage Minutes, and it would talk about different like historical people or moments. Like, there's a famous doctor who discovered the part of the brain that like has seizures, that causes seizures, and so I don't know if you know this, but when they do brain surgery, they keep you awake so that they know that like if anything's going wrong. So there's
Yeah.
this famous commercial of him operating on this woman, and because whenever she was about to have a seizure, she would smell burnt toast, and so he was like poking around her brain, and there's just this famous, like, we quote it all the time. If you're Canadian, you immediately know, because she'll go, "Doctor, I smell burnt toast," and it's like, and then it cuts to the narrator being like, "Dr. So-and-so found the area of the blah 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 blah, and he is Canadian. This has been a Canadian Heritage Minute," and there's a bunch of them like that. It's it's like, yeah, and that's one of them is the Winnie the Pooh, because he's with his kid at the Winnipeg Zoo,
Oh,
and he's like, "Oh, this is Winnie the bear. Like, what's his last name?" And the kid goes, "Pooh." And he's like, "Winnie the Pooh?" And she's like, "I don't know why. His name is just Pooh." And he's like, "Oh, Christopher Robin." And that's like how the story started.
that's amazing.
I'm trying to think of what some other ones were.
Cape purple or purple pink. Like,
Oh,
well, you got
there
it.
was the invention of basketball. Canadians invented basketball. So the heritage moment is they're playing basketball, but the janitor keeps having to climb up on a ladder and fetch the ball out of the basket, because it was a peach basket originally that was
Yeah.
like put up on a thing. And the janitor's like, "Well, I keep having to get the basket, get this ladder, blah, blah, blah." And then the coach is like, "What if we cut a hole in the bottom of the basket?" The janitor's like, "These are my best peach baskets." And he's like, "Cut a hole in it." it's just, and it's like,
These are
that's how
mine.
basketball was invented. It's very funny. Honestly, go to YouTube and look up Canadian Heritage
will look 'em
moments.
up.
There's some classic
That's-
ones.
That's so funny.
And then there was a whole campaign that ran when I was younger that was like, don't trust everything you see on TV. So there's this like, we also had these like nature moments between television shows where it would be like a spot on the Canadian loon, like, and it would always play this like doo 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 doo, like it would play this like whistle sound, and you'd know it was like this nature spot. So they created this commercial. And again, if you mention this to any Canadian, they will immediately know what you're talking about. But it's this documentary style spot on house hippos. And it's this narrator going, "The miniature
I
house
remember
hippo."
the house hippo.
The house hippos, right? So it sees them like walking out of a little bag of chips, and like, the house hippos only come out at certain times. And it's like, it's there's these tiny hippos in your home, and like as a kid you were like, "I want house hippos." But then at the end of the spot, the narrator goes, "That seemed really real, didn't it? You can't always believe everything that you see on TV." And it was like this like, you know, learning moment kind of thing. And then there was one, this is one of my favorites. It was from the War Amps. And
Yeah.
it's this commercial of this robot who's like on this planet, and the planet has all these like lasers and saws, and you're watching this robot like it's like an android, and they're like leaping through the air and like narrowly missing all of these like lasers and blades and like swinging stuff, and they're doing all these acrobatics, and then they basically slip up and one of the saws slices their arm off. And then they land and they're holding on to their arm, and then they put it on their shoulder, and their arm like reattaches, and they're like, this robot goes, my name is, I forget what the name is, but it's like, my name is so-and-so. I am a robot. I can put my arm back on. You can't. Be safe when you play. And it's, it's like so weird and disturbing and like, I don't know. But I'll never forget it. I can put my arm back on. You can't. Like, just, I don't know what it is about it. But again, so many Canadians will know it immediately.
I think I've actually seen that because I used to look up those like weird / disturbing old safety.
Like, this is your
videos,
brain.
like,
this is your brain on drugs, kind of thing.
yeah, like that. But like the YouTube compilations of like weird ones, like the house hippos, like the
The brain on drugs one, there was the fried egg one, and then there was another one where it was like a brain that was all made of wires, and then you saw these wire cutters come in, and like there was all these sparks, and it would be like cutting wires. And so it started out with like this perfect brain that was made of wires, and it was like, this is your brain. And then this wire cutter would come in and like snip all these wires, and at the end it would be like this frazzled mess, and it would be like, this is your brain on drugs. Like but for real, the real miracle is that losing a limb isn't a death sentence for a human. That's true. It would be for a lot of other animals. That's very, very true.
I mean, it is a very fair PSA of...
Yeah. Don't play around farm equipment.
Don't play around farm equipment. Be careful around farm equipment. I kind of had to describe to some of my friends, not like in full detail, but I had to explain to some of my friends, what degloving meant.
Ooh, yeah.
In relation to farm equipment.
Yep.
Yep.
Don't Google that this late at night, folks.
It's really gory.
Yeah.
Please don't. All we can tell you is, it sometimes is what happens when you put bare skin against a rapidly spinning object.
Yep. My mom was an OR nurse, so for 35 years.
Oh, she's seen it.
She's got all the stories. All the stories. And when I was a kid,
She's seen it.
It was like, you know, I'm going to tell you this so that you know. Her big thing was lawn darts. She was like, we're never playing with lawn darts ever. Which, like, I can't believe it was a thing at one point. Like, the idea of going outside with family and just throwing giant metal spears into the ground while the kids run around is a wild concept. But it was a regular thing.
I bet. You know which OR nurses I kind of have a lot of respect for?
Mm-hmm.
Rural OR nurses.
Rural? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like don't get me wrong, the city OR nurses have seen and will see their fair share of shit. But I just have a lot of respect for the rural OR nurses because they are completely stretched thin a lot of the times, especially with the current healthcare outlook in America. Like, I don't know how, and I don't speak for all Midwestern states or all states with rural ORs. I really don't. But it just feels like it's a common trend that a lot of rural healthcares are starting to dry up and fizzle out because it's a vicious cycle because the jobs don't pay well enough.
Yep.
And to be honest, rural patients can be really ornery.
Yep.
Putting it nicely. So, like, I don't blame nurses for not wanting to be out here.
Well, there's that story of, like, if a farmer comes of his own accord, it's really bad. Like, it's that.
Oh, yeah.
It's that thing of, like, if it's not his wife, well, I'm being stereotypical heterosexual, but, like, if it's not a loved one who's told him and made him come in or whatever it is, you know what I mean? that means it's really bad.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous. I think I've got most of the flats in. I just gotta color the bow and the quiver and the arrow and the brooch and the little heart.
And the next day.
I chose the bright, like, teal turquoisey blue for the long sleeve shirt.
Oh wait, I want
under,
to peek. I want to peek.
gauntlets.
Give me a second.
Yeah, take a peek. Take a peek.
Oh my god, it keeps putting me on a commercial. Oh, it's cute. Yeah, that's a great color scheme.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about
Don't
the
worry about it.
commercials. I thought I told them not to run commercials that often. But whatever.
It's
Twitch.
all good. I think it's just because
broken.
I keep coming back to the stream, so it's like I'm almost like getting the like pre-roll, and it's only for
Oh,
a second.
yeah, you are.
so. Oh, and the eyes. Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, I actually kind of accidentally gradiented it in because I didn't realize it. But like,
Yes,
that's the blue and the pink that I was agonizing over.
exactly.
So it's,
no,
this pink and this blue.
and then the purple in between. It's so good. It's so good. Ugh, can't wait to see it finished.
Ah, same. I think I'm gonna do a much darker pink for the heart tip here because I don't think I've seen a lot of us go for a darker maroony pink.
So my plan is to do like the red background of like I said, the 90s style.
Yeah.
You know, you got them in school, everybody handed them out with like a sticker attached to them kind of thing.
Oh,
like
that's red. That sticker
yeah,
red.
it's gonna be like that red and in the background, and then a sort of cutout style around the artwork.
Oh yeah, like the white line or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Something along those lines. That's the plan. Center this a little bit. It's off kilter.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do dark.
Captain says, I'll never forget waiting in the ER and the guy on the bed in front of me had these massive burns or rashes on his back, and he was describing to the nurse how he'd been on an ATV without leather gear and got knocked off his ATV and more or less went flying. And the nurse was like, do you think it would have been smarter to wear your gear? Not trying to lay into you, but... And the guy was like, no, lay into me. I mean, yeah. That's like people who don't wear a helmet. You're just like, I don't know what you think is going to happen or not going to happen. I don't know. Anyways, it is midnight my time. I'm gonna how much longer are you going, Rainy?
It is 10:14 my time. I'm planning on trying to get this, at least all this done. Maybe started up on a second later. So I'm probably just gonna go for another hour because it's been a while since I've streamed. And
Then
I wanna
I'm
make sure
gonna
I catch all the time.
I'm gonna raid into you. So
Aw.
perfectly.
Aqua, thank you.
Yeah, we gotta support.
Yeah,
the
you go rest up.
friends. Please join me for the raid if you can. I'm just gonna stay in chat while I do this. I hope you don't mind.
That's okay.
Let's give a follow raid message, sub raid message if you're subbed. Again, it's all in support of some fabulous artists and a great charity. I will be back again tomorrow night, probably around 8 p.m. Eastern, but I will put out my notifications when I go live for some chill Minecraft. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out tonight. Thank you for everyone who donated and shared and hung out in order to, like, you know, boost the stream. It all helps, and it's all fabulous, just like you are. So I'm going to slap on the end credits to thank everybody for all the love and support. Y'all are wonderful. Please give Rainy lots of love as we go there now. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you soon. Bye!
Oh, hello, Aqua Raider.